So final video review for this week is for Half-Light by Matt Doyle. If you want to check out my review, I've just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Half-Light by Matt Doyle. Absolutely fantastic. Great to be back with Cassie Tam. Cassie's on a different type of mission this time, which was a surprise. She's discovering the truth about New Hopeland City, where she lives, but to do so, she needs to work with Angel Tanner, who is an android running the criminal underworld. I mean, how amazing is that? So faced with many challenges, but also her most difficult one yet, Cassie has some choices to make about whose side she's on, where she sits in this whole maze of people and the city. But to do so, again, she needs to figure out which side is which. I mean, wow. See what I mean about Cassie? She gets herself into situations and then you think, oh, Cassie, why? I absolutely adore this story and the series, the whole Cassie Tam series. This is book 5, Half-Light, and it's been a perfect way to wrap up a lot of loose ends that the rest of the series has been building up to or alluding to or hinted at some point. I definitely recommend reading the other books in the series before you start Half-Light. You could read all the stories standalone, but to get the full experience, and it is an experience, and really get to know Cassie Tam, you need to have read all the books in the order they were written, and you'll build up this amazing picture and you will be fully immersed in this most wonderful place and situation and world that we're probably not that far off in our own lives anyway, because you know it's coming. So I definitely recommend reading the whole series. Cassie is a fantastic private investigator. She navigates a fantastic world full of the most wondrous creations, and I am definitely sure that these will be things that become reality one day. Well, I'm just hoping less criminal mastermind behind it. I hope. So Cassie's a really strong character. I've got to know her quite well reading all the books in the series, and I love that the focus on these books is about Cassie and her mission on the adventure more than they are about her relationships, although Matt has built those in, and there's this great balance that Matt then accomplishes in delivering a really engaging mystery thriller that's very humanizing and has a futuristic feel by allowing some intimate exposure into Cassie's personal life, just a little bit into her life. So the fact that it underlines the story but does not detract from the plot, the mission, the important information and Cassie's work is what makes this all the more special, because you are on the mission with Cassie. That's what's important, and I absolutely love that. But that little peek into her personal life just gives it that little bit of edge. So I was completely gripped by this latest adventure. All Cassie was learning was really exciting. It made me more and more inquisitive as to what would all be revealed in the end, and there was a lot of uncertainty. The way Cassie approached that and the situation, you know, she had to make informed decisions. She had to learn. She had to then make her own choices based on those decisions, and it's a credit to this amazing character development that Matt has done with Cassie's character. She has learned to do this. She has just built herself up to take a step back sometimes and not be as gung-ho as she perhaps was in the first books and everything. So I absolutely love that if you've read all those books, you can see that character development of her becoming someone who does look for all the facts and doesn't just act irrationally, and she's a very clever person. But yeah, this whole series has completely captured my imagination. I found it fascinating so far. I really hope this isn't the last we've seen of Cassie Tam, because she is absolutely fabulous. So I'm hoping Matt will have more stories for her in future. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. So I will pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Half-Light by Matt Doyle, which I really hope you will. If you've read Half-Light or any of the Cassie Tam series, please comment below. Let us know what you thought of the story or the books. If you haven't read Half-Light or any of the Cassie Tam series, but you have them on your read list, or you're planning to read them, or you're now really intrigued and thinking, I really want to read those, please let us know, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you really enjoy it. Bye!